If you're still watching porn, you're sabotaging your success as a man. Period. Yes, if you are consuming pornography to any degree, you're holding yourself back. And in today's episode, I'm going to break down the six biggest ways that porn is wrecking your life, but more importantly, how to take back control. My name is Coach Frank, founder of Rebuilt Recovery and host of the Rebuilt Man podcast. And 6 years ago, my life changed forever. After struggling with a pornography addiction for over 20 years, most of those years unaware of the dangers and unaware of the impact that porn was having on my life, I finally broke free on February 14th of 2019. And since that day, I made it my mission and purpose to help other men just like you, other high-performing, successful men, take back control by educating, empowering, but more importantly, providing a proven solution. So if you're new to the podcast here, make sure to subscribe, rate, review, leave us. And if you stick around till the end, I'm going to share with you an opportunity to get some help if what I share in today's episode resonates with you. But after 6 years of freedom, after 5 years of working with thousands of men all across the globe, I've been able to identify these 6 ways in which porn is hindering a man's success, holding him back, robbing him from stepping into his purpose. Number 1 is it kills your confidence in masculinity. Porn turns you into a consumer instead of a creator. It weakens your self-discipline. It weakens your resilience. If you cannot control this, where else are you falling short? Real talk. Quitting porn builds the confidence, creates the masculine energy that men need to step out into the world and take on that challenge of creating a new industry, step out in the world and take on the responsibility of leading a family. When we're struggling with porn, when we're consuming porn, we're weakened inside. It robs our souls. And it's something that we do in private, which if it wasn't, you wouldn't be ashamed of it. So the clear fact that it is something you do alone and in isolation, you have to understand the impact that it's having on your confidence. Number 2 here, the porn wrecks your brain. It hijacks your dopamine levels. This is not anecdotal. This is not theory to this point. This is proven in the science. This is proven in the literature. That porn overstimulates your dopamine receptors, leading to desensitization. Think about it. If you've been consuming porn for a year, 5 years, 10 years, what got you off in the beginning doesn't get you off today. You've been desensitized to many of these things. Now, if that is clear and evident to you right now, what are some of the long-term effects? You're probably already experiencing this. Brain fog, anxiety, depression, difficulty enjoying real-life experiences. If you really stop and think about it, because for me, it took getting free to understand a lot of these things. I didn't realize that porn was the root of all my anxiety. I never understood that porn was the root of my depressive feelings. I didn't even know how much brain fog I had until I got free and clear and actually experienced the world as a porn-free man. Now, the good news is, it's just a 7 days without, 14 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. All of this can be cleared away. Your brain has this incredible ability to heal, to rewire, to reboot through neuroplasticity. So if you're recognizing these things, it's not the end all be all for you. You can get back control, but it takes putting in some intentional work and effort. Number 3 here is we know that porn destroys your relationships. It has a negative impact on your attraction to real women. Brother, I'm going to call you out right now. Watching porn rewires your brain to prefer pixels over real human connection. It's going to lead to unrealistic expectations, emotional numbness, performance issues, porn erectile dysfunction. Things that if you've been consuming it long enough, you're already experiencing. I remember a conversation I had with a very close friend shortly after I stepped out into this work. I knew him and his wife, beautiful baby boy, 2 years old, light of the world. He started listening to the podcast. He started to follow a lot of the content. And he shared with me a personal story that while having sex with his wife, he needed to watch porn. He was so desensitized. He was so overstimulated. He had gotten so numb to real connection that he couldn't even experience an intimate moment with his wife without having porn in the mix. We talk about things inside of our community of understanding how to appreciate and acknowledge a woman's beauty without participating in it. This, in my opinion, has been one of the greatest joys of being 6 years porn free, is understanding that this world was created for connection. You were put here to have deep, intimate relationships with people of all shapes, sizes, colors, ethnicities, backgrounds. And what a joy it is to step into those relationships, not through a pornographic lens. Number 4 here is porn crushes your productivity and purpose. The time lost to porn, those hours, those could be spent on business, fitness, growth, service. Not only the time wasted, but the build up to it, and then the bounce back, the drops in energy, the feelings of shame and guilt that deter your motivation. It robs you of your drive and ambition. Now, many of you, I get this, are already performing at a high level. This was me, and this is why it took me so long to really see the impact. I built 6 and 7 figure businesses. I had succeeded in the bodybuilding world. If you looked at my life from the outside, you wouldn't see somebody that wasn't productive. I love when I get to work with high-performing men, athletes, entrepreneurs, executives, type A personality, just like myself. Because it's like, for them, a 1 to 2 degree in increase in performance is the difference between a $2 million a year business and a $10 million a year business. For somebody that's operating already at 90% of their maximum level, getting to 94 is a lot different than somebody that goes from 50% of their ability to 70% of their ability. And that's why we here really cater in and hone in on serving these high-level individuals, because it is a superpower, in my opinion. But for all of us, it's destroying our productivity. It's robbing us of our purpose. Number 5, porn creates shame. The use of pornography creates spiritual disconnection. You know, we've already talked about it. It's something that you do in privacy, in alone time. It keeps you in this cycle of guilt, making you feel unworthy of faith, love, or even a higher purpose. You walk past your wife and spouse, and in the past, you would smack her on the butt, but you feel disconnected. You feel ashamed. Does she know? And then she starts to feel disconnected from you. You want to reach out to God and ask for his help. But the amount of times you've done that, is he really going to forgive you? True freedom comes in taking real action, not just praying about it, though. Number 6 here, as we wrap this up, it keeps you addicted and weak and in this cycle of seeking instant gratification. Porn conditions you to always seek an easy way out instead of embracing the difficulty and struggle and building the discipline and resiliency that is needed to conquer porn in your life, but more importantly, conquer why you were put here. The book, The Marshmallow Test, written back in the 70s, a Stanford case study, proved the point that delayed gratification, the ability to put off gratification for the long term, is the foundation of success in any area of your life, whether it's your fitness, your business, your entrepreneurship, your relationships. And we help you in building all of this. We help you in attacking all 6 of these. If you feel weak, if you're living in guilt and shame, if you feel unproductive, if you feel disconnected, if you don't understand why your brain hurts, and if you're struggling with confidence and masculinity, now I extend an invitation to you. I told you it's been 6 years of freedom in my life, 5 years of walking over 1,600 men down this path of freedom in their own lives. We've proven the process. If you're willing to do the work, which I hope you are, because you wouldn't still be here. If you're willing to put in the work, we can lay out the framework for you in a proven process. We're going to bring you into a supportive community and hold you accountable with real expert level coaching and accountability. If you visit skool.com, skool.com/reboot your life, or click the link down there in the show notes or description box below, I want to extend a free gift, an invitation to join us for a week. Come see what we're about. If this is your first episode, welcome. If you've been here for a while, what are you waiting for? Come join us in our community for free for 7 days. 7 days absolutely free. Start to take action. Start to build confidence. Start to feel connected in your relationships. Start to feel productive and on purpose and on calling for your life. 6 ways it's destroyed your life, though, and is in the process of ruining it right now. None of those will change without you making a step. So today is your opportunity to take that first step. Click the link there below, skool.com, skool.com/reboot your life. Coach Frank, Rebuilt Man. Look forward to seeing you on the inside.